Hello everybody, David here at DNA Realty Group. Wanted to come to you live with Arthur. Today we're going to talk a little bit about seller financing. Some people have heard of seller financing. Usually when I talk to people about it, they have not heard of seller financing.
No idea.
It is a real thing because we've picked up some properties with seller financing.
Yes.
So what is seller financing?
So when you go out and you buy a house, you get a mortgage.
Yes.
So the bank gives you a loan on a property.
Mm-hmm.
And they say you pay your mortgage and you can live here. So the seller, if they own the house outright, they can actually be the bank. So they could give
They
you
have to, in order for this to work, the number one most important thing is they have to not owe money on the house.
I mean, they can owe a small amount because they could always pay it off with the down payment you give them.
Yeah.
Or if
But it has to be paid off before it can go.
yeah, because if it's a bank, they're always going to want to be first lien holder. That means they want their mortgage to be number one. So it
Okay.
can happen, but it's more complicated. So the easiest way to do it is they own it outright.
Okay, so they own it outright. All right, continue.
So now that they own it outright, instead of you going to the bank, you say to the seller, "Can you finance me?" So what that would look like is, I'm Arthur. I want to buy your house, David. What kind of house do you have?
I have a $500,000 colonial house. It's a really cute house.
Okay, so say you want $500,000, and maybe that's a little bit above what the market is seeking. So maybe your house is really worth $450,000, but you want to sell it for $500,000.
Right now, I want to sell it for $500,000.
Perfect.
And I haven't gotten any offers for $500,000.
And you don't have a mortgage on your house.
I don't.
Perfect. So I come in and I say, "Hey, David, I know you want to get $500,000, and I would pay you $500,000, but it would really be beneficial for me if you would be the bank." Can I explain to you how that's a win-win?
Well, Arthur, why would I, as a seller,
Mm-hmm.
want to give you my house for $500,000?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. Because one, you might not want to be an owner. Now, there could be a variety of issues. Two, is maybe you're taking that $500,000 and you were just going to sit on it in the bank.
Yep.
What's the interest rate you get at the bank nowadays? Less than 1%? Significantly less than 1%?
Yes.
So what if I was to tell you I'd give you 5% on your money, guaranteed, backed by the asset of a real estate?
You would give me 5% on my $500,000.
Maybe.
I'm the seller.
Yeah.
I can't get $450,000 in this market right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy who says, "I'll give you $500,000. You basically give me the loan on your own house.
Yep.
If I default on the loan
You can foreclose on me.
and I take my house back,
Exactly.
to default."
You got it.
Oh wow! So that seems pretty easy.
It's a win-win. Do we have
And
a
how
deal?
much does the seller get at the end? So you're gonna buy it for
Actually,
$500,000
that's a good
plus
point.
5% interest rate is what you're gonna.
Yeah. So let's.
All right,
let's
are you
pull
ready to do this now?
We're gonna do the calculator right now. We're gonna pull out the calculator.
Well, how much do I get, and how long are you gonna pay my money back in?
So just like in our previous video, we did a video on rent to own. We
Yeah.
said everything's negotiable. So with seller financing, everything's negotiable. You could negotiate a 0% interest rate or 5 or 10%. It depends, right?
Seller finance.
So as an example, let's use an example, right? So why would you do it? Say you negotiated $500,000 at 5%.
Yeah.
How much down payment do you want?
I want you to give me $10,000. I think I'll
10
be
grand.
fine with that.
Perfect. So that's non-refundable. I give you 10 grand. You just took $10,000. We negotiate a deal. That
Yeah.
means now I'm going to take a note from you for $490,000.
And if you don't pay, I will take my house
You
back.
can.
Okay.
And that's going to be at 5%.
Yep.
All right, perfect. So the reason why somebody would do that is if we do the math in our loan calculator, we're going to do $490,000 at 5%, and I'm going to negotiate with you for how many years will you give me that loan?
I'll let you have the loan for 25 years.
Perfect. I was thinking 30, but I'll take 25.
Yeah, I don't want to do 30.
So my monthly payment, principal and interest, is $2,864, right? $2,864.
Yes.
So that's going to be my mortgage to you every month.
Yeah.
So now, instead of having a house you can't sell, you have great cash flow.
Oh.
And you're not responsible for the house, not the heater, not anything, because I technically own it and you're the bank. But here's the beauty. I get a house that I wouldn't have otherwise been able to buy.
Yeah.
You sell it at a better price in this case than what
And
the
I
market
get
will
more
allow.
money on my house.
But by the time that I pay off the total interest, I'm going to pay you an additional $369,347 in interest. So what that means is you actually, for that $500,000 house, got $859,347.
Wow. So I'm pretty happy as a seller. That's a good investment on my end.
You're like the bank.
I'm the bank.
You're
Now I'm
making
the bank.
interest.
So it's seller financing. I'm a happy seller. I financed one of my homes to
And
this
I'm a
guy.
happy buyer because now I got a house for my family that I could live in, that I own.
Yeah.
Because whether I couldn't get a loan from the bank, or I chose not to because maybe I'm an investor and I already have 5 out.
Just one more question. Is the house in your name?
The house is in my name. The deed.
Okay.
I own the deed, and you own a piece of paper called a mortgage, just like the bank.
Mortgage is actually translates to.
Let's leave that off of camera.
Alright, well-
now what does it translate to?
Well, mortgage translate to death pledge.
And the reason why that is because you see how much money this guy made off the interest.
So, ladies and gentlemen, seller financing is a real thing. You can do it. If you need help with it, feel free to give us a call. 617-921-5015.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.